driving through the tunnel at the moment. I'm following that truck. What I've done is I've set the cruise control, which is controlled by this goodie over here. I've set it to 90, which is the speed in the tunnel, but I've also set it to automatically keep a distance from the truck, and I can change that from like 1 second to 2 seconds to 3 seconds, and you'll see it actually falls back and creates more distance between me and the truck. That's the Audi Q5, that's the Huguenot Tunnel. We're on a bit of a road trip, and today's going to be a day, I think. So along this back road, there's this little stretch over here that has a mountain in the way. Not even a mountain, it's like a hill. And they've quite literally bashed a hole in the wall. So when you drive through here to Montague, you have to drive through the hole in the wall. It's 31 degrees out here in Montague, which is pretty hot. It is a little bit windy though, you can see the trees are blowing around. But what is nice is Audi has dual climate control, so you turn it down here and then it adjusts there as well. Or you adjust that, and then that's independent of that. And then if you want to kind of sync them up again, you know, that's it, rear, that's sync. That's actually quite cool. These things kind of go up and down, and when you move your finger over them, they're going to change. And then you press it to turn auto on, and then it just cools the car for you, no problem. Now that lady's opening the way so I can go. Is it just me, or does that button look like a pizza with bacon on it? So maybe I'm just hungry, which means we can go there for some burgers. Can I have a cheeseburger and a chocolate brownie milkshake?
I'll have a bacon and cheeseburger.
Oh, bacon and cheeseburger, yeah, that one.
Cheeseburger and a chocolate brownie milkshake.
That's it? So it looks like some American Corvette over there, Chevy over there, another Chevy over here. This is absolutely gorgeous. These are such cool cars. Oh. This is a proper Impala, holy cow. Got these massive like wings at the back. That's just like, it's huge, man. That's fantastic. That's probably terrible. But really cool to see them out and about. And from the American cars to the German car. You'll see the badge says this 45 TFSI. I'll explain that in a second. So get car, keyless entry, jump in. It's 7 million degrees in here. Woo, it's hot out here. Start button, nice. Oh, and wireless Carplay, which is quite cool. And there's an inductive charging mat over there, because yesterday didn't bring any charging cables with them. When you put the car in reverse, gives you like your reverse angle camera as well as a top-down view, which is like really lacquer. So you can kind of see everything around you. Reverse without crashing into anything, and then when you click the car into drive, it changes the camera to look forward, and then when you pick up speed, it goes away. There's like a lot of really smart tech built into this Audi, but let's talk about that badge at the back quickly. It goes so nicely. It's got 180 kilowatts here. It is not a 4.5 liter engine. Can we stop saying that? The amount of people who have looked at that and said, it's a 45 TFSI, it must be a 4.5 liter engine. They start putting the engines into like kilowatt bands. So you get a 30, a 35, 40, 45, which is this one, 50 and a 55. But the point is, don't want to tie the cars down to engine size, because what you'll find is a whole array of cars all have the same size engine. Okay, and this is important because they all have different power outputs despite having the same size engine. So you can get a 2-liter engine that does 120 kilowatts, and you can get a 2-liter engine that does 180 kilowatts. I suppose we better stop and get some fuel before we run out. We only have 180 kilometers left, but I don't want to get caught in the mountains. Okay, so observation. So far we have driven for 10 hours and we've averaged 9.2 per 100. That's not too bad. Carplay, how are you? Good, thanks. Can you fill up? Yeah, thank you. Degrees out here. Properly hot in the Karoo. This is the Rivier Pass, or in English, the House River Pass. And the House River Pass, as you can see behind me, is an absolutely gorgeous little pass in these like phenomenal mountains. So I bought my drone to get some sort of nice aerial shots. Except I didn't quite get that right, because we have a camera bag, and in said camera bag we have one drone, no controller, so we can't fly the drone around here today. Oh, and check this on the back of the Q5. There's a bunch of buttons over here. Now this red one, if you press that, pulls the tow bar in, so then the tow bar hangs limp and you have to kind of slam it right up there, and then if you pressed it again, for instance, it would pop out, and then you slam the tow bar up like that. That's a very noisy truck. First time I've ever seen running boards and stainless steel running boards on like a small SUV like this. Normally this kind of stuff comes on like big buckies and the like, but alas, I have included it here, and it's actually kind of in the way. I'm not sure I'm a fan of the running boards. Anyways, off we go. Get this aircon pumping, because man, it's hot out there. Okay, so we've got CarPlay over here, and it's hooked up wirelessly to my phone. Google Maps not working though, because there's zero signal. But there's all the apps and like all the usual CarPlay stuff. So you could run. Looks a bit laggy suddenly. Anyways, you could run Google Maps as navigation, or you could use the built-in navigation in the system. And we are going to a place called De Rust. So you can either type the word in there, or you could use the squiggle button and type it. D, E, and it says that's cool, so we start. But I don't necessarily want the navigation over there, because I want to go back to Apple CarPlay. So I'll press that, and I'll press that, and I can have my Spotify tunes over here on Apple CarPlay, right? So what I can then do is over here, I can do this and have navigation whole screen. So this whole screen now is the map, because I really don't need to see my fuel economy all the time. And then that is still CarPlay, and I'm still listening to my tunes over there. And that is just like a really clever, ultra cool, like I geek out at this stuff so bad. Right, so here's the reason for this entire road trip. Maidenspoort, my absolute favorite, most beautiful road in the world. You get it now, right? That road, the mountains, The way it kind of just leans in, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, what more could you want in a car like this? It's spacious, it's got ample power, it's got all the tech in it. It costs R1,000,000, but you know what? Anything decent today is going to be R1,000,000. That Q5 there, that's a good car.